Hey folks, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to the Turing Test. Wow. So, I dropped a whole bunch of science on you guys at the end of the last episode, and I'm sorry about that, but I do have a little bit of this to revisit now that I've had a chance to kind of sit and ruminate on this. So, first of all, oh my god, I can't express how great the voice acting is in this game. It's just, voice acting is so important. Okay, so, neural implants. Right. That's not great. So the thing is if you've got something hooked directly into someone's brain, you can do a whole bunch of interesting things even if you can't directly read or write to their mind. Conditioning, for example, is a great one. If you're familiar with conditioning, you're probably thinking more of Pavlov's classical experiments, when he had the bell and then the dogs would salivate because they'd expect food. So that's one of kind of the two types of conditioning. So in Pavlovian condition, what you're doing is you're taking this neutral thing, a ringing of a bell, and then getting that associated with a response, that response being expecting food, and so they start to drool. And that's all well and good. The better type of conditioning, or rather a different one, is called operant conditioning. And in this one, this is the other way around. So you take a behavior that's being exhibited, and then you give either a positive or negative feedback to that. So again, if we're talking about the dogs, maybe you're playing fetch, and if the dog goes and catches the stick and brings it back to you, you'd give him a treat. If he doesn't, you'd yell at him or something like that. Now, when you're doing this kind of conditioning, especially on people, you can do this with very subtle effects that will catch up. So if you've got a bunch of brain probes in your head, you can just do very subtle pleasure and discomfort. You know, when they're doing something that you want them to do, like being reckless with their research, you feel really good about it. Now, that doctor's been asking some tough questions, and every time I talk to him, it just makes me angry. And if I say something sarcastic and stomp off, yeah, boy do I feel great afterwards. And you can build those effects up in a hurry. So, that's kind of interesting. So, their research. Dude, what the hell? No one has ever done research like this. You don't go, hey, I discovered this new thing, let's mix it in with some human cells. What? What on earth would make you think that? And second of all, oh yeah, we discovered this new virus. We don't have any idea what it does. Let's quick inject it into our blood as fast as we can. I can't even. That just doesn't... That's absolutely nutball. So I'm assuming that that's probably the result of the whole mind-controlled thing dicking around. They probably have more sophisticated control than just pushing emotional knobs. So, but we don't know that. We won't know for a while yet. So that's going to be interesting to find out. They're talking about cell senescence. So this isn't really what they're talking about. Cell senescence is when you have diploid cells that, once they've gone through a certain number of divisions, they just stop. And they sort of die eventually of old age. And this can be a good thing. For example, you don't want your neurons kind of replicating forever. Replicating forever is also known as cancer. And that is not necessarily something that you want to take off. So cell senescence is not the same thing as immortality. We have cell lines that are immortal. One of the best known ones and the most used ones in research are called HeLa cells, named after the patient that they were taking from. And it was an ovarian cyst, I think. And in any case, it's used everywhere, all across the world. And the mass of her cancer cells these days outweighs her original body by 1,000,000 times. So you don't really want cancer cells. Aging is caused by just a ton of factors. It has maybe cell senescence is in there, but probably not. There's a lot going on, and Tom is a lying sack of crap. I don't know what his deal is, but he knows damn well what happened down here, even without knowing what happened, with a 500-hour cutoff. There's no question that he knows what's going on. The neural things actually kind of remind me, if you've ever read anything by Orson Scott Card, he has a book, or a couple books, where he has this machine overmind called the Oversoul. And everyone was sort of psychically receptive to the Oversoul's commands, and what it did is it discouraged them from thinking about technologies that lead to stuff you'd use for war, which included guns and even wheels, because you can, wage war with that stuff. That didn't work well in the long term. And he talked about how there are two copies of him, one running here and then one running back on Earth. That reminds me a little bit of, if you've read the book 2001 by Arthur Clarke, there was Hal that was on the ship, and then also there was its identical copy, Sal, that was back on Earth. And the cyberneticists worked with both to try to figure out what had happened. But all this is kind of a long ways off topic. So, wow. Dog, Pavlov, ha ha. Okay, anyway. So, let's continue. I kind of don't want to. Like, this has been awful. This is where we came from, right? Yeah. Chris McLean. Alright. And Tokarov. Oh, and I translated some of the Russian words that he had stuck in his thing. And one of them was ridiculous, and the other was scheming or something like that. So, yeah, he knew what was going on. Alright, let's see if we're going to call Tom out on this. Alright. Here we go. And none of this explains these puzzles.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
If you say so, dude, that doesn't seem to be working out so great here. And once again, I can't help but notice that that has absolutely nothing to do with what it is you're talking about. Danger is one thing, sticking mind control bits in people's heads is entirely another. Okay, so how was this working last time? So this had the NOT gate. Oh, what's this? Oops. What are you? Top status light handle, power containment. Did that just dispense me a new one? No, it dispensed me the same one. Oh, that's interesting. Is that what this button does? Uh-huh. Okay. Why not? So if we've got the power box delivery system, now I can't stop that one. So what does that do? So that switches the doors over here. Okay, yep, I see where this is going. No problem. Power box. You come here. Ish. Does that look about right? Yep. And then... Alright, no problem.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds.
It's quite a ways to Europa.
This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
Human field workers with chips in their head, to be perfectly clear here, my friend. You seem to keep skipping over that little bit and bob. I mean, I realize you're probably programmed to be obtuse on purpose, but seriously. And we're a little facile. I assume that we also have a brain chip. I just wonder how much it's affecting our behavior.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Ethical boundaries like, let's see here, your boss putting mind control chips in everyone's head? Is that the kind of ethical boundary we're talking about? Because I just want to be clear. Sometimes I get confused. Oh, we need that one back. Oh, okay, so let's... How can we do that? Let me just take a look upstairs here quick. Make sure I can see what it is I think I see. Okay, so there's another power ball here. So what do I want to do? I think... Because if I get this turned on... Which is actually not necessarily what I want to do with this particular incident. Okay, so I've got 2 now. So now I just need to walk back and get the one from here. Right? Okay. And... Where's that one? I can't quite see it. There we go. And here... And over to here. Let's drop that off quick. I guess we can just take these upstairs fast. That's fine. This is a hard game to not mutter to yourself, by the way. I do apologize. I realize I'm doing it constantly. Okay, so now I've got this one up here. Don't need this one down here. And we don't need that one. Okay, power box on. Bridge on. Bridge on. It may be that I have played entirely too much Portal in Talos. Quite a bit more Talos than Portal. Did I mention that you should drop whatever it is you're doing and go buy that game? Okay, just checking.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
That's a weird one. Okay, get our ramp. Check. And close our door again. Check. At least these lasers don't, like, cut us apart. It's not like I've been doing tests which involved thermal discouragement beams.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so what was I doing here? I kind of lost track of this because I was listening to him. Nature itself, by the way, is absolutely brute force. It's just that you can barely conceive of the number of parallel operations that are taking place in order to, well, evolve anything. I mean, typically on a boring day, I don't know, spin up a couple of petri dishes worth of stuff and mutate them and see if anything interesting happened. And on my dozen petri dish, we'd be talking about tens of trillions of individual organisms, all being evolved in parallel. I mean, these are numbers that do not fit into the human mind. And that was one afternoon in one lab.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly.
Oh?
You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them, so I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Okay. Oh, hey, cameras. Okay, so what does that do? So what do we have going on here? A couple different power cells. Except we can't take these out of here, can we? Or can I? Did they go through here? They do not. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and now I can't climb back up. Oh, that's interesting. As soon as I pick it up, I can't carry it. Huh. And that's not operating a NOT gate here, is it? No. Okay, so hold on. So what's going on in here? So this is the next room. Can I get through here? Oh, I can. Okay, so wait. So what's going on up here then? So I can just waltz through and do whatever I want. Of course, now I have a power cell stuck down there. That isn't completely what I'd hoped for. But what's the purpose here? I don't understand what this should be doing. How would I turn the power off to this? Huh. There's like no place to put these. Stupid camera was looking at me. So this stays operating the same whether or not the camera can see me, right? No, so if the camera can see me... maybe I'm just supposed to block it off. In which case, I've kind of screwed myself by bringing this down here. Because now there's no way for me to get it back up. Unless I can grab it from the top, and I just can't tell. Let's try that. That would be some pretty poor coding if you could do that. Uh-oh. Did I really just, like, lock myself out of this room? Can I not get this back up there? Can I reset this? Seriously? I can't jump very high. And I can't climb while I'm holding it. Are you kidding me? That is super unimpressive design-wise, because now I can't solve this room. Well, let's see if 2's enough. Maybe. It's not gonna be, but we'll look. Yeah, I'll bet that if I had 3, I could, like, sneak my way over there. Let's see here. If I stacked them up here... Yeah, see, that's not going to be enough. When I'm down here now, but as soon as I start to climb up, it can see me. Yeah, I need that 3rd. Are you serious? That... Like, I'm actually mad about this. Like, actually mad. There's no dispenser, and there's no way to get this one back up. That is really disappointing. And there's no save points in this, by the way. You get what you get. So I can't go back and, like, try to fix it. Well... So what does this one do, then? Never actually established that. I say maybe it operates a dispenser. Well, god damn it. Alright. I'm really upset at the idea that I might miss a chunk of story or backstory or something, you know? Okay. So what's our story here? That's interesting that they operate in parallel. And why are there two of these? Well, I can, I don't know, get myself across the room, I guess, and get the power cell. Have I mentioned how upset I am that I can't, like, get in that room? Because I'm not sure that I have. Because I'm pretty upset about it. Okay, so yeah, this is obvious. Just come get one of these green ones. Can I carry the green ones and the blue ones at the same time? Oh, apparently. Oh, that's neat. But yeah, I can't go through here when I have any of them, can I? Nope. Alright, well, green one go in, that's fine. And... oh, that's weird. Why can't I? Oh, that's because that's where the... Urgh. Okay, so I need these in a different order. I need... what do I need? I just forgot what it was I was doing. Okay, so hold on. So what I need to do, I need to bring a green one here. So I need the green one as my final. Okay. Let's get back over here. Okay, grab one of the green ones. Grab the blue one. Pop the blue one back in. Don't want this. We want this. For exactly that reason. Oops. Nicely done there, Tico. Let's try that again. Oh, I needed that battery box. Boy, that room bugs me. Come on. I am always going to wonder what was up there. Hey. Oh, thought we were back in the same place. Actually, we kind of are. So what do I need? I need this green power supply, right? Yeah. Actually, I can get both. Which one do I want? Let's think about this. Just grab them both quick. So... yeah, so I want the green one first, and then the blue one. Okay. Let's get these loaded in the opposite order. Good job. This is fun, needing to deal with the stack, by the way. I like that quite a bit. Come on. There we go. Good job. Well, maybe I didn't need the blue one, but I've got it anyway. Yep, and that's it, and I can't get in that room. Oh.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Mm-hmm. You're not deliberately playing stupid. Of course not. Okay, so where does this end up? Kind of in the middle. Oops, wrong one. try that again. Because this is the one I want, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So now the first one I need to trigger is... Wait. How did I get it to move over? Weren't there two power things? I thought? Oh, that one. So I need to power that one, right? And then unpower that one. Waste not, want not. Oh! Gotta move a little quicker, alright. Right you are. And what a stupid reason to not be able to solve a puzzle too. Ugh, you accidentally went down a ladder. Urgh. Top, then bottom. Turn on first. Power up. Unpower.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Well, to be fair, you're not getting a warm reception for you. Being the whole, like, homicidal killer robot thing. Oh, this is interesting. So how does this work? So there's a power block up there with a green one. And then I need to line this up with... what? I see I can rotate these conduits. But why? Oh, there's a blue one. Well, that's what we want then. Not this crummy green one. Where's it hiding? I saw it. Okay, hold on. Let me take a little closer look at this. So the green one is here. So let's get rid of that. Is that what I want to do? Yes. And then this. And put that there. And that there. Maybe. I guess let's find out. Is that what I want? Maybe it's not. Okay, and where's the conduits? Over here. So, conduit. And conduit. Not quite. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Cute. Right there. And there. And careful. Right there. Hop on through. Ah, son of a... Let's try that again. Hop on through, he said. And almost. Huh. There we go. Better. Well done. Notice this is filling up fairly quickly.
So what was the need to send us here?
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Doesn't really answer the question of why it was that we needed humans down here with chips in their brains. I mean, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but... Okay, that's interesting. So, let's see here. So this must spin this, right? Right. Why did that turn off? Oh, it just wasn't in a good spot. So what does that do? I can't tell. Okay, so I can turn it this way too. So what's through the door? Ah, a power box dispenser. Nice. Can't use it there, so where can I use this? So first of all, I need to bring our ramp back, since we discovered a couple rooms ago in this stupid broken room. Okay, so now this one needs to be turned on. Okay. And, yep, there's our power box. Wait, first I have to bring it up here with the ramp. There we go. Bring our power box up here. Open this door. Very good. Take our power box in. Power that door up permanently, right? Yes. And then in here, what's going on in here? Oh, that must, like, lower that or something. Let's take a look. I still don't buy that whole, like, cut off your arm thing. That's some pretty advanced, like, abstract thought. Oh, this sends it up. Oh, okay, here we go. And there you go. Elevator goes up. And here we are. Okay, let's do one or two more
I've
here.
started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
No.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
About their brains? I'll bet it was about the brains. That's just what I'm assuming. Because I know that when, like, I discover that someone's been screwing around in my brain, it makes me extraordinarily cranky. Okay, so these are kind of annoying. Oh, that one doesn't come down all the way. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get this one down. And hop up here. Okay. Okay, right. So is that what all these do? Okay, yeah, so I just need to move each of these up halfway. Maybe? But do they stay up? These do. Okay. Maybe something like that? Because we have just, like, no vertical skills. Yep, not quite high enough. Let's see, I think I can bring this one up just a little. Yep. And can I get up here now? Nope, still can't. Okay, let's bring that one up just a touch. Okay, let's try this now. Oh, no, wait a minute. I've got this backwards. So first I need to bring this up as high as I can jump. Which is a little lower than that. Okay. By the way, this is Europa, by the way. Europa does not have as much gravity as this. Okay, so now... Okay, so now that we've got that idea... Okay, so now we can see what the difference is here. So let's see how high we need to get this one up. Right, and at the top... Okay, that should be fine. And then this one... Probably need to be about here? I think this one can go up a little higher. And so can this one. Oh, that's as high as it'll go by itself. Oh, that's actually a nice way to kind of tell when you're in the right spot, at least. For these non-stationary platforms. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that one, did I? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. This is highly suspicious. Maintenance. I'm still extraordinarily unimpressed that I couldn't, like, even access that one room. But beyond that, this is going very interestingly. So, yeah. So I guess we'll continue this next time. So, thanks for watching.